Yeah, hello guys, this is Nitish and here is my task 5 of Data Science and Business Analytics Internship at Spark Foundation. So the task is we need to perform exploratory data analysis on top of IPL dataset, Indian Premier League. So the problem statements are, as a sports analyst, we need to find out the most successful teams and players and some of the factors that are contributing the win or loss of a team. And at the same time, we need to suggest some teams or successful teams or players to any company so that they can endorse for their products, right? So here to do this task I have chosen Tableau, and it's a business intelligence tool with data visualization tool where data analysis can be done very fast, and the visualizations are made in the form of dashboards and worksheets, right? Yeah, let me just show you the data sets available for this task. So here we have two types of two CSV data sets available. One is matches.csv and another is deliveries.csv. So in matches.csv, as we see, like there are different types of columns available, like ID, season, city, date, team 1, team 2, uh, like the player of the match, award, the venue, like where the match has been held, and the umpire 1, umpire 2. So these are the different types of column available for our analysis. If you can see, like here the deliveries.csv data, where the match ID, winning, whether it's first inning or second inning, batting team, bowling team, the batsman and non-striker batsman, bowler. So all these are different types of columns available. The total runs and the total number of runs made by each batsman, the dismissal kind, whether the batsman has been caught or bowled. So these are different types of columns available for our analysis. Yeah, and one more thing is here we have data availability from first 12 seasons, that is from 2008 to 2019. First 12 seasons of data is available. So let me just jump over to Tableau. Yeah, it's a dashboard where we can gain some meaningful insights from the data. So here you can see like the total number of matches played per season and the most successful team so far. So it's a dashboard where we can gain some meaningful insights, and I will explain each visualization in one by one. So it's again one more dashboard. It's again like one more dashboard. Let me just show you one by one. Yeah, here I have connected my two data sets uh, using Tableau. So here is my deliveries.csv and the respective columns. Match on the same time matches.csv along the respective columns, right? So I have matched these. I have combined these two datasets on the basis of ID column, which is present commonly in both the two datasets, right? So that's yeah. Coming here, so it's a bar graph. We can see that like in 2018, 58 matches has been held. 2019, 57. So around from around 50 to 60 matches. Yeah, it's a bar graph. We can see that around 50 to 60 matches were played in each season starting from 2008 to 2019. Uh, if you see like these three seasons from starting from 2011 to 2013, there were like 9 to 10 teams were playing. So that's why the count of matches played is high, like 73, 74, 76. So so whereas in all these remaining seasons, there were like yeah, 8 teams were playing. That's why the count is from 50 to 60, right? So let me just open the another. Yeah, uh, it's the most successful teams in IPL so far is the team with most number of successful wins, right? So the most successful team in the IPL is the team with most number of wins. So whichever team won most number of wins, that team is the successful team, right? We can say like that, right? So here it's a Mumbai Indians as they lead the pack with 101 match, 101 match winnings, followed by Chennai Super Kings, Kings 11 Punjab, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Kolkata Knight Riders. So it's from its data availability from 2008 to 2019. I think you may wonder like from starting every season Chennai Super Kings tops the table, but why here is they won like 87 matches. I think we know about that Chennai Super Kings has been banned from 2 years, so I think that's the reason why they lag here, right? So the most successful teams we can select Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. So these are the two most successful teams in IPL, right? Yeah, it's the same thing, but here it's a bubble graph showing the most count of match winnings. Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings top the lead, right? So here it's at top 10 players who won the player of the match winning award starting from 2008 to 2010. It's a term of player of the match. Here we can select Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle 21 times he won player of the match winning award, followed by AB de Villiers 20 times, David Warner 17, MS Dhoni 17, Rohit Sharma 17 times. So these are Shane Watson, Raina 14 times, Gautam Gambhir 13 times, Rahane 12 times. So these are the top 10 players who won player of the match winning award, right? Chris Gayle leads the way, right? Yeah, here it's a venue with most number of venue with most number of matches. Um, yeah, yeah, it's a geographical plot where you can see you can see like here in Kolkata 77 matches has been held, in Mumbai 101 matches, in Bangalore 67 matches has been held, in Delhi 74 matches, and we can see all these things. So like the place city along with the total number of matches were held, right? So it's a geographical plot we can easily understand by seeing just by looking at this data, right? Yeah, okay, I think it's a bit lagging. I guess. Yeah, it's here you can see like matches played at each stadium. Yeah, matches played at each stadium. Let me just label it. Yeah, here you can see like in Eden Garden 77 matches has been held. In Wankhede Stadium 73 matches has been held. Chinnaswamy Stadium 73 matches, and we can see all these stadiums along with the total number of matches that were held in the that particular ground, right? Particular stadium, right? So Eden Gardens is the venue like where the most number of matches has been held, followed by Wankhede Stadium, Chinnaswamy, Firod Shah Kotla, right? And let me just explain you one more thing here. Yeah, here you can see like the maximum runs made by each batsman from the first 12 seasons. So here you can see like Virat Kohli has made um, 5,434 runs, followed by Suresh Raina 5,415 runs. So these are the top players who made um, most runs in these 12 seasons, starting from 2008 to 2019. So Virat Kohli, Suresh Raina, Rohit Sharma, David Warner. So they leads the Virat. So like we can say like these players are successful players based upon the total number of runs they made, right? So we can say Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, David Warner, Shikhar Dhawan, Chris Gayle, MS Dhoni, Uthappa, De Villiers. So we can say like these players having most experience um, and and they are successful players, right? So I think we can say like that, right? Yeah, it's a bar graph showing uh, number of tosses won by each team, and along with the toss decision. So here you can see like Chennai Super Kings 89 total 89 times they won the toss. Out of 89, 48 times they have chosen bat and 41 times they chosen field first. So you can from this we can say like they are very likely the match winning chances are high when they choose bat, right? I think the distribution is not so good here. You can like yes, you can see here Kolkata Knight Riders. So Kolkata Knight Riders 62 times they choose field first and 30 times they have chosen bat. So from this we can conclude that Kolkata Knight Riders are very good at chasing, right? So the chances of winning the team is high when they choose field first, right? Yeah, and you can see like Royal Challengers Bangalore, they are also very good at chasing. So 60 times they won the match by choosing the field first, and 20 times by choosing the bat first. So you can see like from all these things we can say that most of the teams are very good at chasing, right? Yeah, except Chennai Super Kings, it's not. So here it's not like too much difference. They won 41 times by choosing field first and 48 times by choosing bat first, right? It's meaningful, right? So here you can see top 10 bowlers who gave most extra runs from 2008 to 2019. Here you can see like Lasith Malinga. So his Lasith Malinga has given 293 extra runs, followed by P Kumar 236 extra runs, Umesh Yadav 219 extra runs. So these are the top 10 bowlers who gave most extra runs. Watson 171 extra runs. Ishant Sharma, I guess 194 extra runs. Harbhajan 170 extra runs. So from it's a total sum of extra runs they given starting from 2018 to 2008 to 2019. And here you can see like top 20 bowlers who take most wickets. Yeah, here again Lasith Malinga leads the way with 188 wickets, followed by Dwayne Bravo, DJ Bravo 168 wickets, followed by Amit Mishra 165 wickets, Harbhajan Singh 161 wickets, Piyush Chawla 156. So these are the, top bowlers who take most number of wickets, right? So I think you get, Lasith Malinga is given extra runs and he at the same time he's making most wickets, right? I guess he's a typical kind of bowler when compared to others. So I think that's why he's lead in both the way, right? So he's a typical kind of bowler when compared to others, right? Yeah, here you can see. So it's the appearance of umpires in matches. So Dharmasena has umpired for 73 matches. In total 73 matches starting from 2008 to 2019, followed by Ashad Rauf 51 times, Sekar Chaudhary 43 times, S Ravi 49 times. So we can say like so these people are having most experience in giving judgments, right? So since they umpired for 70 they umpired for most number of matches, we can say like say these people are having most experience, right? So these are most experienced umpires in giving judgments, right? Yeah, here you can see I have calculated the average strike rate of a batsman starting from 2008 to 2019. And one more thing here is the average strike rate. The batsman strike rate uh, is not a field which is present in both data sets. So it's a calculated field. It's a calculated field made by me. So like everyone do the batsman strike rate. We do calculate this batsman strike rate by the total sum of total sum of runs made by batsmen divided by the count of balls he faced into 100, right? So that's how we used to calculate the batsman strike rate, right? Yeah, that's how I calculated. It's a calculated field. You can see beach tank layer 250 strike rate. It's the average strike rate, right? Average strike rate from all these 12 seasons. Umal Girl from 205, um, Yes Sharma 200 strike rate, Andrew Russell 180 strike rate. So these are different. These are the batsmen along with the average strike rate, right? These are the batsmen along with the strike rate, right? You can see all players. Gambhir 119.8 with the average strike rate. Him. So you can see all players along with their average strike rate. It's a dashboard. It's a dashboard showing all these worksheets in one thing, in one dashboard. So whenever we publish, we can get meaningful insight just by looking at this data, right? So it's a dashboard. It's again on one more dashboard showing some meaningful insights regarding IPL. We can even add filters. We can even add filters for we can even add filters for these visualizations, so that we can even get the data in very fast manner. So here is one more dashboard. It's a geographical plane where when someone wants to know like where the total number of matches has been held, like Kolkata, we can see, right? So these are the more, and again all these things are very preliminary ones. So it's a basic kind of thing. We can even do like most in-depth analysis for each batsman or for like each bowler, starting from all these 12 seasons. Like what is the average strike rate of a batsman starting from all these 12 seasons, right? But we can even do, but again, the data is not that much sufficient here. I think I'm done with this, I guess.